YouTube, what's going on? Hope everybody's doing fantastic. I'm alright. Just some thoughts. Alright, this is just some thoughts. I'm just, to see a lot of questions. I have a lot of questions myself. Something I was just thinking about as I was sitting here, right? You got to be honest with yourself, right? We out here, we doing this for those of us that are trucking, right? You got to be honest with yourself. And you know what you are willing to do and what you're not willing to do. You know that, right? But you got to be honest with yourself about it. And like, don't get gassed up, right? Don't let somebody put a battery in your back. Don't let somebody make you believe something that ain't right for you, right? Certain things in trucking are just facts, right? A flatbed driver is going to get paid more than a dry van driver, period, right? A hazmat tanker driver is going to get paid more than both of them. Facts. These are facts. And car haulers are just different universe. Different universe. They driving around $1 million trailers, right? They got $1 million of product on their trailer, right? Yeah, different universe. But I'm saying is don't let what's working for somebody else gas you up. And I know that's not the easiest thing to do, because you driving out here and you got time, 10, 11 hours a day. You seeing advertisements all day, every day. Every day that you're out here driving on these roads, you seeing advertisements, right? Whether you heard of the company or not, right? Somebody next to me, dude, this company, Kobe, Crete, KLLM, CR England, Heartland, TWT, right? You got all these companies out here, and you got your companies, your Swifts, your Knights, your Primes, your Schneiders. Them cats is everywhere, right? All advertising what they do. They melt the Meltons of the world, Melton, Boyd, TMC. Everybody's advertising their stuff, and it's easy to get hoodwinked and bamboozled into something that might not really be for you. You know what I'm saying? It might not be for you to go be a flatbed driver. It might not be for you to go be a reefer driver, right? If you are an outside kind of guy, kind of gal, like working with your hands, like a good challenge, then you would probably enjoy car hauling. You'll probably enjoy flatbed, right? So then, if you're that type of person, don't go pulling a reefer, right? Don't go pulling the dry box. You're gonna be upset, aggravated. You're not gonna be fulfilled in what you're doing, right? But don't let this stuff, like guys who are flatbedding, right? Like one of my homeboys is flatbed right now, making stupid money, right? And every so often he's like, "Yo, you need to come do this, dog. You get this bread, right?" And I don't. Why? Because what it boils down to, what I'm realizing about myself, just because I can do the job don't mean I'm willing to, right? I have to ask myself, am I willing to do flatbed work every single day? The answer to that question is no. If I'm being dead honest with myself, that question is no, right? So then I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to put myself in that position to fail, right? Because there's something, and remember, there's something bad about every trucking you can do, every trailer you can pull, every type of item you can have that you can pull a trailer with. There's something bad about it. There's something bad about reefer. There's something not to like about dry van, flatbed, car hauling, right? There's something not to like about every single thing, right? You just got to find what works for you, okay? So like, don't let somebody gas you up. So when I think about these things, when I really think about them, I think of them in terms of, I think in terms of money. and the part of trucking that I'm in, like the independent contractor, the 1099 side of things, right? because I'm leased onto a company. And that, I think of it like this, right? I could pull a reefer and I could gross, from my rough estimations and talking to some folks, I can gross about $7 grand a week. It ain't hard to do. You ain't doing nothing. You ain't doing nothing special, right? That's not an extraordinary. That's, on this side of trucking, you're not a company driver. You are an independent contractor, lease purchase. You just got to find the right place. $7 grand. Taken, and you're gonna run all over the country, which I like to do. But $7 grand, let's say you grossing $7 grand, and let's say you do $7 grand, for 2 weeks out the month, and then you do the other 2 weeks out the month, you're doing $5 grand a week, right? So what is that? 5, 10, 15, 20, 22, 24 grand a month. That's $6 grand a week, average, gross, $6 grand a week. You're gonna take home like what, 3 to 4, depending on what your expenses are. Take home 3 to 4 grand a week. How is that a bad deal, right? But you worried about the flatbed guy who's doubling that, working less than you and doubling that, driving less than you and doubling that. Don't worry about that, because you ain't willing to do that work. If you ain't willing to do that work, leave that alone, right? So that's kind of the way I look at that, right? Because on what planet is 3,500? Could you make more money? Yes. Could you make more money? Yes. Are you willing to do what needs to be done to make more money? If the answer to that question is no, then just stay in your lane. Just stay in your group. You know what I'm saying? Just some thoughts, man. Just because somebody, I can respect somebody's groove. Like, I can respect my homeboy flatbed. I can respect that, right? We came into trucking together. We've been rocking this thing out. My man flatbed. All right, cool. I ain't willing to do that every day, so I'm not going to put myself through that, right? I got too many requirements, and I get all prima donna like, man, I ain't doing that, and I don't want to talk that, and I don't want to do that, and I don't want to do that. And I'm not, man, I ain't doing that every day. If it's going to be this, I shouldn't be doing that then. See what I'm saying? If I got too many requirements, I shouldn't be doing that. Whereas other things I'm more willing to do, that I am willing to do, I ain't got those, it's got to be this, it's got to be that, I need specialty trailers, I need specialty equipment. Nah. If you ain't willing to get out and do it, don't do it. Right? And so, I guess I say all that to just put that out there. There's just things I'll be thinking about, like, because we all want to find that perfect situation, right? But you can't find a perfect situation if you ain't gonna be honest with yourself, right? What the next guy doing, what the next girl doing, don't mean shit, right? They doing what they doing, what works for them. They taking care of their people, they taking care of their family, right? Okay, cool, right? It don't work for everybody, right? I went to the military. I got out of high school. Like, my friends went to college. I went to the military, right? A lot of my friends straight up told me I'm not, that they would not be willing to go to the military. Had all the respect in the world for me, but they wouldn't do that. I said, okay, it's cool. But I did what I had to do to get to where I was trying to get to, right? The same thing. The same difference to me. And the more that you're out here, you get to think about these things and really, really think about it. Do you think you would be willing? What makes you think you would be willing? Are you willing to try? Right? Are you willing to do it just because, man, because your ego is telling you, oh man, I could do that. That person ain't all that, man. I could tarp that. I could strap that. Man, I could load them cars on that trailer, man. They ain't special, right? Then you might get out there and do it and be like, this they made that look a little too easy. You see what I'm saying? I said the same thing. Real rap. It's like, man, that boy, I need to be doing this flatbed thing. And got out there and started really getting on them tarps and was like, nope. I be done messed around and died out here. I like being physically active and all that, but this, nah, bro. Nah, bro. Right? And I had to, took a long time for me to really accept, like, all right, this ain't working. You understand? And you have to do that. You have to think about these things. Just look around you, right? I look at flatbed loads, and there are some things that are on the decks of people's flatbed that I'm like, I would not have touched that. They would not have put that on my deck, because I'm not hauling that, right? You see guys hauling some stuff. I saw a cat hauling some stuff on the way up here, right? That I was like, it's swaying and back and forth, and I'm like, see, that's not cool. That's not cool. And I see he got it. He's strapped and chained down right, and it's still flopping and swaying. I'm like, I don't think I'm built for that. You got to be honest with yourself, right? If you just a box driver, just be a box driver, right? If you a box driver and you can make $3,500, $4,000, bring home a week, what's wrong with that? What is wrong with that? I know I'm kind of all over the place, but I'm just saying, this are the things I be thinking about, man. Well, at least I'm thinking about it today, because I'm on the West Coast, so you see a lot more stuff out here, in terms of flatbed and the reefer guys and the box guys and the heavy haul stuff. And you know, I talk to guys out here, and I'm just like, man. And I just sit back and think. I got nothing but time. Right? To just think and think and think. Plot my next move. How I'm gonna make more money. How am I gonna make this business that I'm working in successful for me and what I'm trying to do? Do I need to pull something different? Do I need to go somewhere else? What am I trying to do? What is the goal, and how do I achieve the goal? Right? This is what goes to my brain. Can I achieve the goal doing what I'm doing right now? Yes or no? And then, you know, it's like a flow chart, and then you figure out what you gotta do. Like, yeah, could I achieve the goal what I'm doing right now? For me, I need to get my own truck, need my truck payment to come down to be monthly. Free up some cash flow, changes my situation, right? So I mean, these things, I think everybody should just kind of take a look at and think about. You can do this as a company driver, man. Especially you go to some of these bigger companies that have more than one type of freight they do. You have the opportunity to try it out, right? I didn't have that. Like, I had one. It was the box, right? But it was LTL work, right? And there's a lot of stuff I didn't like about LTL work. But I tell you what, I missed that paycheck. Oh, right? As a company driver, I missed that paycheck. As a lease operator, you know, it don't pay that great, but whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, I'm just kind of talking. This video way too long. I'm sure ain't nobody gonna watch it. But, well, if I can even get it to upload. But I guess I'll just leave it at that. I got so much more to say, but I probably should do like a live feed, and nobody want to hear me do no live feed. But yeah, man, just some thoughts, man. Just some thoughts. I got a little time today. Just some thoughts.